Greetings, brothers and sisters. This is Dr. Abdullah, another proud and honored contributor to the Black Congregation channel. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share. Today, we're going to talk about a black teen who's been charged or attempting to be charged as an adult for self-defense. The Kaylee case update. Let's roll that first clip.
Cell phone video of the March 8th attack went viral, prompting politicians and people across the country to call for Maurnice Declue to be charged as an adult.
When you have teens who should know better, who do know better, and they're committing adult crimes, there needs to be adult punishment.
But Declue's attorney Greg Smith says juvenile authorities base decisions on whether to certify a minor as an adult on a juvenile's character and history, not just the act committed by a person with a juvenile brain.
Sometimes children get involved in things that mom and dad can't control. That's why we have juvenile courts, and that's why she should stay in juvenile court.
The deputy juvenile officer in charge of the investigation said in court today that her main reason for recommending Declue remain in the juvenile system is because Declue has no history of violence. In court today, the officer confirmed the police report showed Kaylee Gain threw the first punch before Declue critically injured her. The judge denied the motion to have her sent home on house arrest, so she will remain in juvenile detention until further notice.
According to the Daily Mail, in an article entitled, "It's a doozy. Kaylee Gain is a serial bully who tormented a girl 15, filmed smashing her head against concrete, threw the first punch, and has been suspended for fighting the previous day," court hears. Kaylee Gain, the 16-year-old filmed being brutally beaten by a fellow student back in March, was a serial bully who started the fight, a juvenile officer has testified. The unnamed officer added Gain threw the first punch during the on-camera brawl with 15-year-old Maurnice Declue, which happened on March 8th outside her school in St. Louis. In the hearing Friday in St. Louis Family Court, he testified Declue should remain in the juvenile court system, but painted a very different picture of the other principal in the fight, who has received sympathy due to the extent of her injuries. Revealed to be an honor student who skipped the 7th grade, Declue has been charged with felony assault and is being held in St. Louis as proceedings continue. Declue's mother, Consuela Declue, tearfully added, "My family, my church, we all prayed for Kaylee Gain. I think my daughter was just defending herself. I don't think she had any intent or thought that this would happen. We are very sorry," she concluded, and added that her daughter regretted the incident, but still was acting in her self-defense. The unnamed juvenile officer's testimony supported her assertion, in which she confirmed Gain had been suspended for fighting another girl just the previous day. The defense also produced several witnesses, including both girls' teachers, who revealed Declue never before had any behavioral problems, as the officer suggested she had been baited into the fight by the serial offender Kaylee Gain. Spanish teacher Richard Bly praised Declue as a moral and model student who behaved well in his class, further revealing how her grades were so good she had skipped the 7th grade and was one of the youngest kids in the class. County Prosecutor Wesley Bell did not object to keeping Declue in custody, but left it up to the judge to decide. That decision is expected to come sometime next week as proceedings continue. It was also ruled Declue will stay in the detention center until her upcoming trial, a decision Judge Dodson said was made for her own safety. Both sides on Friday acknowledged Gain started the fight with Declue before losing badly. There's so many different things to address with this particular story. One, if we've assessed that Declue, who is the model student, never had trouble before and was baited into this fight, why is she even being charged? More importantly, why is she still in the juvenile justice system? I would say the reason why is because we can all know she's the young black girl. They could not get her, say she has a poor history. Her mother is an educator, so they can't get her on that one. They can't say, well, she egged it on because she was not the instigator. All signs point to Kaylee Gain, the instigator and the serial offender, who, by the way, had just had a fight the day before and was suspended. It was not even supposed to be near the school, even though the fight with Declue took place a mile away. This is just another case of I'm white and I say so. The judge decided that he wanted to keep her in the juvenile court system, juvenile detention facility, strictly for her safety. I don't believe that to be true. I believe he wanted to keep her there because he wanted to punish her as much as he possibly could, because he knows that this case is going to be a wash. It's a simple case of self-defense. As a disciplinarian, a social worker, and a classroom teacher, I have had the unfortunate circumstance of having to mediate fights between girls against girls, boys against boys, and girls against boys. And in these instances, I have notified all parents and students. I do not think any child is a punching bag. They are not to be treated poorly by other students. They're to try to mediate situations. But if it comes to a physical altercation, all students are encouraged to protect themselves. This is just a case of that going wrong. So what do you think? Do you honestly believe that Declue was wrong? In my opinion, I'd say no. I would say she did go over the top with bashing her head against the concrete. I would say that. But as far as defending herself, I think the only thing she may need to have is maybe a little counseling, little mediation, and that would be it. But hey, who am I? I'm just another brother on the internet trying to get these things and these points across. Once again, I'd like to say thank you for attending to another session of the Black Congregation. I'm Dr. Abdullah. Peace.